Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kylie Kendall and today I am going to be doing a first trimester recap. Now I am not currently pregnant, but I did just have my baby Harper Riley in December, so it's all still pretty fresh. So I found out that I was pregnant on April 24th, 2019. Which is mind-blowing to me because that means that it's almost been 1 full year since finding out that I was pregnant. So when I found out, I was about 2 weeks pregnant at the time, and before taking that test and finding out that I was pregnant, I did have a couple of symptoms that led me to believe that I may be pregnant. So those were, I was very tired, I was moody, I just felt kind of off, like just not like myself. But the two that were the most odd or intense where I had breast tenderness and swelling. Oh my gosh, my boobs hurt so bad, and I have never experienced that even like with my cycle or anything. So that symptom was just so intense and so odd to me that kind of led me to believe that I was pregnant with that symptom alone. But another one that I felt like was so weird was I got a cold sore. Now I've literally maybe had 2 cold sores my whole entire life, and this one was so small. It was like very tiny, like no one could see it or anything, and it only lasted for a day or two, but I could just kind of feel it. But I felt like that was so bizarre, like a cold sore. I don't know, it could have just been weird timing, but I don't know. It fit in with the rest of the symptoms, which is kind of odd. So after finding out that I was pregnant, I started to experience more and more symptoms as the weeks went on, and they also got progressively more intense. I would say around week 4 or 5 is when most of the symptoms have kind of like settled in. I started having all day, everyday nausea, and I just felt like I was car sick all the time. So it was so miserable. Now I feel so lucky that I never threw up, but I still didn't feel very good. I was cold a lot, and I'm always really warm, so that was kind of odd for me. I was also moody and tired, obviously still. And something else that was so weird that happened is I started to have earaches, but not just earaches like throughout the day or randomly. It was only at night, in the middle of the night. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night with the most intense earaches. It was so weird. And also I do have allergies, like seasonal allergies, and they can be pretty bad sometimes, but no. When I was pregnant, my allergies were on a whole new level. They were so intense. I was so miserable some days. Like I was scared to take anything. I ended up actually taking Claritin every once in a while just because I literally got so miserable. I felt like I had no choice. Like they were so bad. My eyes would be so swollen. Like my face, I was so itchy. It was just awful. So my allergies were definitely heightened during my pregnancy. And that's pretty much like all for symptoms. Like I would say the major ones were the breast tenderness and swelling. That was major and intense. And then also the fatigue and nausea were pretty bad. And the allergies and earaches, like those things were just, oh my gosh, no fun, but totally worth it, but no fun. Now cravings. So I craved a lot of things when I was pregnant. Not very specific things all the time, just a lot of things. So the things that I craved during my first trimester especially were a lot of carbs. So I craved crackers, bagels, cereal, pretty much anything with bread. Yep, I was eating that. And I gained a lot of weight during my pregnancy, and I blame a lot of it on my first trimester. So some women say that they get a lot of aversions to like meats or vegetables or whatever. Listen, I literally had no food aversions. I could eat anything, and it showed. Okay. Some other things I did crave that were very specific actually were bananas. I craved those pretty much my whole pregnancy, but it started in my first trimester. I craved salads and egg sandwiches. Not sure why, but I ate all of them, and a lot of them. Now I did have one aversion, and that was coffee. And I actually was so happy about that because when I found that I was pregnant, I knew I was going to have to limit my caffeine intake. And I was like, oh no, I love my coffee. How am I not gonna have my coffee? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it made me feel sick. So just the thought of it was like disgusting. I didn't want it. So I actually dodged that bullet really easily. Now you can have caffeine when you're pregnant. They say like 200 milligrams or less, but I was just so scared in the beginning, so nervous about every little thing that just gave me peace of mind that I didn't even want the coffee. I did sometimes have Starbucks refreshers, but every once in a while that was like my little treat. But yeah, the first trimester I just did not want coffee, and I was totally okay with it. Something that I want to add about the first trimester is that it can be a sort of stressful time. I mean, everything is so exciting and you're just so happy, but you start to worry a lot because you just want to know, is everything okay? And like I had said before, I found out that I was pregnant at about 2 weeks, and we didn't get in to see our OB until 8 weeks. That's when they recommend doing your initial visit, at least for us. So at that 8-week visit, we were able to hear her heartbeat and also see her in an ultrasound. And just that period of time between that 2 weeks and that 8-week point just feels like eternity. I do have her 8-week ultrasound, which is our first ultrasound. I have it here. Oh my goodness, look how cute she is. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's just the best day when you finally get to hear baby's heartbeat and see your baby on that screen. It is unlike anything else in the world I've ever experienced, and oh my gosh, it's just the best day. Well, that pretty much sums up my first trimester recap. That is week 1 to week 13. Although I did have a slightly rough first trimester, I know it could always be worse, so I am so incredibly grateful. And just looking back on my experience of being pregnant is so much fun for me. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos that I post. And let me know if you have any questions about pregnancy in general or any other questions. You can always contact me on Instagram or in the comments below. I thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.